Good evening and welcome back, travelers, to episode 63, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. This is the official start of Arc 2, Campaign 2. But before we get into that, we have some rather important announcements to make.
Big news. Big news.
No clickbait, it's actually important.
Yes, this is not clickbait, this actually is important.
Usually it's clickbait, but not this time.
So, I am very excited to bring to you guys this news. We do not have an official date yet, but we are going to start basically announcing this in pretty much all of our streams. We're going to be talking about it in the Discord. All those of you who are in the Discord, you guys can always freely talk to us and ask us questions there as well. But, as many of you know, we are currently constructing the new studio for the Near Dark Society. Upon completion of the new studio, Near Dark Society will be exclusively streaming from YouTube Live. We will be leaving the Twitch platform, and we will be streaming solely on YouTube. Many of those of you who have gifted subs, or have been subbing for a long time, we immensely appreciate your support, and we do not want to rob you of your subscription. So, all the subscriptions that are currently ongoing right now, and even though we are into the month of September, we're going to let this month play out, but we're giving people notice now that you don't have to feel obligated to renew your subscription. There's a good chance that by the mid-October, we may potentially already be in the new studio. So, really excited for that, as many of us have already come to the conclusion that we have a lot more opportunities on YouTube. We're already partnered on YouTube. We can get you guys more, basically more emojis. We can get you pretty much a magnitude of more content on YouTube than on Twitch. And this will also prevent you guys having to jump from different platforms. You know, the VOD gets deleted off of Twitch, then you gotta go over to YouTube, then you gotta find it on YouTube. This will just make it much more convenient for you guys to absorb our content. Besides for that, do we have any other major announcements?
No. I don't think so. The biggest thing, obviously, is the new studio and the platform move.
Yes.
Are huge steps for us. So, and the benefits of moving to YouTube just like heavily, I feel, outweigh the benefits of staying on Twitch for everyone involved. So. And
as many of you who are going to be seeing this on YouTube, in the comment sections, and I'm sure I'll announce this on Vampire because I know there is a specific audience member who watches our Vampire videos on YouTube. It has been asking for 1080. Quality for a very long time. YouTube allows us to do that. Well, YouTube will allow us to actually give you guys that crisp 1080 video quality, so the video quality is going to be better on YouTube. The new studio is going to have the audio better. We really want to push and actually give you guys amazing content that's worth supporting. And speaking of that, our Patreon is still up and going strong. We just had our Dungeons & Dragons community game last Friday. This Friday we will be doing, continuing with the Vampire. Both of these are canonical and are directly involved with the ongoing campaigns that we stream. So we have plenty of those spaces open and available. If you are looking for a game that you would like to join or want to try out experiencing what it may feel like to play inside of a Near Dark Chronicle, subscribe to our Patreon.
Which, if you're watching on YouTube, is linked in the description.
Yes. So, without further ado, and we do not have a intro for Dungeons & Dragons yet.
I would like to make one.
But
any animators out there who won't charge like $8,000.
We looked into it before,
it's
and
very expensive.
It's very expensive. Illustration is very, very, very pricey.
Oh, yeah.
Let us go ahead and kick off our Arc 2 campaign with a little catch-up. There is a Arc 1 recap on YouTube, so if you are joining for the first time, you can catch up on the entire story so far in a 17-minute synopsis. But as for our Widowmakers, after the defeat of King Selamor, King Eliaphel has regained control and seized Azeltivado as his sovereign kingdom once again. However, not really Eliaphel. The memories of him that reside within the body of your former friend and companion Kaz. Upon the return of Azeltivado, as the great nation rose from the depths of the briny deep, you all discovered that 3 years have passed. The Navy has created a firm and strong vice grip on Marauder's Strand. Piracy was almost completely abolished, to the point where the majority of the Strand, at least the areas that are very well surveyed and controlled and occupied. However, there is one pirate lord that was not gone for the 3 years. A pirate lord that you all have met.
Not all of us.
You'd be surprised.
This won't tell us.
A pirate lord known as the Merchant. In fact, all of you have had your encounter with him, and Legic has met the Merchant before too, actually doing a favor for him in hopes to find information on the man with the scorpion tattoo.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the Merchant was unable to find any information. Legic left the encounter empty-handed. Upon your return, the word of Azeltivado's reemergence, the Empire of the Sun Elves, not seen for thousands of years, returning to Faramine and the material plane. Echoes along the wind, Dawnbringers, heroes of the sun. Those lie on the lips of many civilians and many people of Faramine as the deeds of your conquest and your quest have slowly spread from the Strand, from the words of sailors to the townsfolk of harbor ports moving inland. And these words did not go unnoticed to the Merchant. And upon hearing of your arrival and your return, and that you all are the fabled Dawnbringers, he sent an open invitation to return to Etros, the city of love. The message was quite friendly. In fact, it was almost kind, in a sense. The note specifically described that he has acquired more information on Lavende's family and thinks it would be wise to speak about it in person. Of course, that will be a discussion that will happen between Lavende and our pirate queen, Jezebel Savant, who, after returning, along with many of the other pirate lords that helped seize control of Azeltivado, they have all dubbed Jezebel Savant Pirate Queen of the Strand. And thanks to Eliaphel's sovereignty of Azeltivado, the Navy was unable to set foot or arrest or apprehend any of you. You were allowed sanctuary and safe haven for a month. During this time, many of your companions decided to leave, to go on their own journeys, or maybe their journey was ending. Brutka and Taku explained that they were going to travel back to the mainland and head to Palkareg, where Brutka was from. It is very obvious that Taku has grown very attached to Brutka. And wherever she was going, he was sure not to leave her side. Another very emotional parting of the Widowmakers was Claudia and Rupert. Claudia wishes to pursue her dream and find the Everbloom Rose. With her vast knowledge of history and the Netherese, Rupert believes that it is in his best interest to learn who he is by traveling with Claudia, and perhaps together in the search of ancient ruins and history long forgotten, that maybe Rupert will find and remember who he was. Unfortunately, not everyone came back from the Zeltivado. Sky sacrificed herself in order to save everyone. She did not want to be a disappointment, and she did not want to be useless. Unbeknownst to him, he did not realize how much he cared for her. Tinsel took the news of Sky's death very hard. He began to drink heavily and isolated himself from the group. He never blamed any of you, never held any ill will. But you could tell there was a seething pain beneath the skin that he was just not comfortable talking about. And with that, he left to return to Umadil, to make a peace and amends with those who he had inadvertently harmed with some of his experiments of his younger years. Losing Sky so quickly, Tinsel thought it would be best that if he was to die, which he had already before, that he would like to die with a clean conscience and make amends with those who he had harmed. He specifically told Falner that that is what any good halfling would do. Mox, surprisingly, decided to leave as well. They had already vastly exerted themselves past what their duties were, and to begin with. And since they had been completely cut off from the military and her order for going AWOL, they decided that they would return to their war college and see if they could find a way to rejoin their order. And of course, Barry, the lovable, foul-mouthed,
Now young.
scruffy sailor. King Eliaphel allowed all of you to retrieve a very powerful artifact from the Sun Vault in Zeltivado. And as all of you chose your treasures and your items to take from the vault, Barry was no exception to this. He grabbed something as well, a vial, a liquid, an elixir known as the Sun Orchid. A very rare magical plant. In fact, opposite of the Everbloom Rose that Claudia wishes to find. Upon ingesting it, the hard years on the ocean, the sun beaten, leathery skin of Barry, the deep wrinkles, the horrific abuse to his liver, all began to slowly revert. And before you know it, this middle-aged man now looked to be in the prime of his early 20s. Almost completely unrecognizable. Of course, Barry would not leave the Widowmakers. He owes too much to Jez and feels that he would have no other captain. Hakan. The troubled and often stoic Dragonborn, ex-general of the Drumia Empire, decided to stay. Not sure why, but he feels as though his path with the Widowmakers is not yet over. It does not feel as though he has fully redeemed himself from his actions in the past. During your stay at Zeltivado, King Eliaphil gave the Widowmakers a new ship, a vessel since the Siren's Call had sunk. The Gilded Rose is what it was called. A beautiful and magnificent Sun Elf ship, one of the fastest that has ever sailed the sea. However, Jez was given the opportunity to change the name of the ship. And I believe you gave this option to Barry? Barry, as much as he would like to name the ship something egregiously raunchy, he decided against it. Dubbing the new ship the Frozen Heart. The ship is adorned with magical sails, enchanted wood. Even if the ship suffered 100 holes, no water could breach its hull.
I misheard that the first time. Can you say it again?
Hull.
Breach its what?
Hull.
Nice.
Not hole, hull.
I'm hearing what I want to hear.
I'm glad we're all adults here.
We like when a hole can't get breached.
I usually like it when it can be.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Sailing the Virgin Isles.
Oh my god.
Hope I didn't catch that.
We all know.
Of course. Babak, Torgan, Nadia. They all decided to head their separate ways as well. Deciding to try to search and hunt down this Aganon. And also concerned that somehow Aganon will return. At least for your friend Kaz's body. As for his Shiv and the Deadbone crew, Shiv's body was magically prepared and set within its coffin at Zeltivado. However, using magic, his body will not decompose. He is in a perpetual state of limbo. The Deadbone crew decided that they would help and search in any way they possibly could for these locks of Levistus. If they were to hear word, they would send message to Jez immediately. Now, anything special. And there is one more person. I almost forgot. The beautiful, the boisterous, and the often far too loud Marigold.
There it is.
Decided to stay with the Widowmakers.
Poor bastard.
Fortunately, he doesn't believe that anyone would accept him as well as the Widowmakers have. And it feels as though you all are his family. Which then leads me to, what would our Widowmakers, our Dawnbringers, what would they like to do after receiving the message from the merchant? This would be somewhat of 30 plus days after the events of the battle.
When did we receive the message?
Today.
Who received the message?
It arrived by bird. Directly to all of you.
Who read it?
We'll say the bird has landed on the side of the ship. You all see it?
And we're still in Azaltivato.
Correct.
Okay.
You guys are currently there mainly because
The sovereignty.
the sovereignty, the safety of it. And the ship has been repainted and remodeled and renamed and outfitted with special things.
And not to get too deep into it, where exactly are we docked on the island? Are we still in the city, or are we...
So you'd be in the city, yeah.
Okay.
And it's amazing. Through this month, you have seen these desolate streets filled with scared, stowaway sun elves turn into this mass bustling city. There is not a day where the port isn't packed. There is not a day where people are traveling from all over the world to come and visit. Faulkner has spent many hours within the last month studying within the libraries of the Azaltivado archives, learning the secrets of the Tide Speakers.
Oh. Can I add something to that I wanted to
Sure.
do? During that time, and please correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't remember if this was actually him, but Chief Chichalo,
Yes.
I told him that I would, if he would let me hunt with him, if that would be okay, I would be doing that during that time. as
Sure,
well.
you absolutely could speak with the Makila people and interact with them as well. In fact, they are currently overseeing the ambassadors that are arriving. King Eliaphel is actually struggling with dealing with many foreigners arriving, looking to make trade, making barter, but more concerningly, they're looking for land.
Mm-hmm.
And Eliaphel is having a very hard time convincing them that not all the land belongs to him, and that there are indigenous people that live within these very isles.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing. Just
Sure.
I would have added that I would have helped train the fight better and more than modern tactics, because I am a battle master.
Okay. Sure.
That's what I would have been doing.
What has Jez been doing over the last month?
Take a wild guess.
Is it drinking heavily?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's about it.
So, which leads us right back to where we started. You all have seen this bird land on the side of the ship with a clear.
I'm in my quarters. I'm not even out there right now.
All right, Jez isn't even out there.
Is that a bird with a note on it?
Seems to be.
You don't see very many of them. Usually.
I mean, birds? Are you talking about birds?
Birds with notes on them.
I mean, that's
I'll
kind
be-
of. I would imagine that's normal.
I am going to go grab Jez. She's probably in the captain quarters.
As you
I'm going to approach the bird.
as you go to approach the bird, and
Starting off strong.
as you go to approach the bird, you notice that Marigold, sort of tuning his instrument, walks over. Did you just say a bird with a note?
Right. Is it not?
No, it isn't. It is a note. What do you mean you don't see many of those?
You don't receive many of birds delivering notes, do you? How many of you have received on this voyage since we started, Marigold? I reckon not very many. So I feel like my statement stands. Let me get this note here.
I'm gonna.
You watch as Fallner goes to grab it. You watch as the bird hops to the side and kind of flaps its wings and clearly avoids Fallner and sits back down.
Oh, come
See,
here,
you
you
got the. You got the.
And you watch as its head goes.
little fucker. Let me get it. And
No,
reach
stop,
again.
Fallner, and I'm going
And
to.
you watch as it moves forward, and it does a little beak peck onto the side of the ship.
I'm going to cast Speak with Animals. Are you trying to? You're looking right at me.
Hi!
Oh Jesus!
Message!
You don't have to yell.
Message!
You don't have to yell. I get it. I get
Message!
it. Okay, give me the message. Give me the message.
Drops the note.
Jeez. Don't talk to that bird. That bird's really loud, Fallner.
Have I made it
Watches
to
it
the...
flies off.
Oh my lord.
You look at the note, and it is sealed with a wax seal. The wax stamp is a stamp, seal, or an emblem you have seen before. It is of a chest with 2 keys crossed in the back. However, it's an interesting looking key. The keys have the standard typical skeleton key type appearance where they move up and the keys go, have the teeth come out.
Yeah.
But the handle, or I should say the grip of the key, they're sword hilts, which is a very interesting, strange-looking key. And you remember seeing that emblem at the palace in Etros, at the merchants' hangout.
Fallner, Marigold, do you remember seeing this? This is in the merchant, right?
Do I remember?
You can give me an intelligence roll. You watch as Marigold snatches it. Oh, yes. Yeah, that's the merchant, all right.
I'm going to send. I'm gonna can I slip my finger over underneath there's like a flap where I can just break it?
You just have to break the wax.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just break the wax and kind of take it out.
I have the sound
7.
effect. I have sound effect. There you go.
Ah.
You do not remember where you saw it.
I don't really recall that.
I just said it's the merchant.
Fallner, haven't missed a beat in all of the.
I understand you said that. I'm just saying I didn't recall that.
We've only got 3 years into you
made
haven't
it to the
lost a
captain.
beat.
Bird just came back and
this point-
fucking threw something at me.
Legic is knocking on your door, Jess.
Yeah.
I'm on the floor right now.
What?
You can just hear me struggling a little bit, and there's bottles rattling around.
Open the door.
Yeah, it's unlocked.
You open the door and you see a horrific sight.
Oh.
You see someone that has clearly reached rock bottom and is in the pits of despair. Someone needs to help her.
Oh my god, close the door, the light. It
I'm gonna
hurts.
shut the door.
Oh, Jesus.
Make sure the curtains are closed because
They're already closed.
Who are
I'm
you?
gonna-
Who are you? What do you want?
Jez, it's,
Are you here for my last bottle? Because you
it's
can't
Legic.
have it.
Nope. No, I'm gonna try to.
I'm pulling
Pop
out
her
my
up.
sword.
Oh, Jez, it's Legic. You're fine.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yes.
What's going on? What do you need?
We got a message from a bird.
You're disturbing my restful sleep.
Well,
Tell me you got a message from a bird.
Well, it seems important. Would you like to come out and
No.
see it?
No, the sun
sure?
hurts. It hurts.
Mm,
I have a massive hangover right now, so I'm just gonna stay in here. What the bird want? The bird wanted us to do something for a dragon or something fucking stupid.
I don't know yet.
Okay. I'll be right out.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll be right out.
I'm gonna give her a water skin. Here, you might need some water.
Thanks.
And I'm just gonna be like, yeah. Be careful. Don't drink anymore. Do I see any more of that?
Does that include the water? I know, I'm confused.
Any more ale?
Take it back then.
It's weird. It's surprising. You'd think that Jez would be in a horrific state. She actually hasn't eaten or drank water in a month. She's only been drinking alcohol, which would kill a normal human being, but because of her blessing from Quetzal Khan, she is literally able to survive off of only drinking alcohol. And that has caused a 30-day drunk period. All of you have been taking bets and are concerned that if she actually sobers up, if the cumulative hangover will kill her.
Is there any other alcohol around?
I only have one bottle left. It's my only bottle.
Does she have it on her?
Yeah, I'm holding it. I'm holding it to my heart. You can't come for it. I'll be right out.
I wish I was.
I need to put pants on, man.
I wish I was a rogue. I'd just be like, let's go inside.
I can do it to myself.
Nope. All right. We'll be awaiting your arrival.
I don't know where else you're gonna go.
I'm gonna head back out.
As you head back out, you watch as Barry, standing on the deck. It's been a little weird trying to get used to it because he literally was an old dude like 30 days ago, and now he's this really young, dashing-looking guy. Well, I assume she's not doing too good now, is she?
Is he above me? Is that what you said?
You mean like taller than you?
No, like over a leg.
No, he's standing on the deck.
Okay.
Looking directly at you.
Looking directly
You're
at you.
like,
I
is
was
he
thinking I
taller
was
than
coming
me?
out of the quarters and like.
No,
you
he's
know,
on
where
the
they
same
control the ship.
same floor
Okay.
level. If you look past him, you can literally see Marigold,
I know.
Labende, and Fulner probably arguing.
What did he say again?
He looks at you and goes, "She ain't doing too well, is she?"
About as great as you assumed. Still continue the drinking. She's down to one bottle.
Already? Well, she's going through that quite fast.
Well, thankfully for the blessing, she is surviving.
Well, I would say I would help her, but try to stay clear from the liquor. Clearly, I had a problem with it last time. And sort of feeling where Jez is coming from. Oh, maybe I'll have a drink or two later on, just not now.
Maybe on occasion. I mean,
Right,
look at you.
occasion.
This
Good,
is-
your special events.
Well, this is a good reset
God, I
for you.
miss it
Don't
so
do it.
much.
Nope. You look great. You look
I
fantastic.
do. I
Yes.
look great. I stare at myself in the water for probably about an hour or so at a time now.
Do you want to stay at that physique?
Well, judging from how it went last time, as long as I bathe regularly and don't completely destroy my body, I'm hoping that it I'll at least age a little bit more gracefully.
Yes. A good diet.
It's also very strange having the mentality and the wisdom that I've acquired
What the fuck?
inside of a younger person's body.
What?
Have you noticed that my throat isn't as completely fucked anymore?
Can you do a backflip with these?
What? No. What the fuck?
I'm
You're
stumbling.
younger. You must be
I don't
more.
know.
I'm
agile.
stumbling out of my quarters at this point.
As you stumble. Oh, Jez! Jez, oh, are you all right?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be?
She's fantastic, isn't she?
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Am I alright?
You've been drinking for.
When don't I?
Normally, you eat food with it.
Listen, Hotberry, I need you to stop talking to me. And go set sails or something, go fix a rope, I don't know. Scrub the poop deck. Goodbye, Hotberry.
All right, Captain.
Alright, where's this bird?
We're there with Lavende.
As you look, you don't see a bird, but you do see Lavende standing there with a note, and
Trying to read it.
Trying to read it, and Marigold trying to like look over the shoulder.
Marigold, get away! I'm trying to read.
I'm trying to read it too.
Well, I can read it out loud, maybe.
All right, fine. Oh, look, it's Jez.
Okay,
you
I'm
watch as
still trying to read.
Folder, Lavende, and Marigold all look over towards you.
I'm slowly walking towards them,
The captain has made an appearance.
squinting because the sun hurts my brain.
Now,
I was told there was a bird with a note, and I'm only seeing Lavende with a note. I want the bird.
What do you want? Just the bird?
I think she's hungry.
Are you gonna eat the bird live?
No, I want the bird. The bird has the message, right?
No, you don't want to talk to that bird.
What was wrong with
It
him?
was really loud.
You're all very loud.
I'm not that loud.
Oh, is that a thing?
What's on the note?
You didn't need to say
Oh,
it.
he was about to read it out loud.
I'm going to try to read it out loud.
Alright, hurry, please. I need to get back inside.
Greetings, esteemed Dawnbringers. Or so that's what I hear they're all calling you now. Congratulations. You're all quite the heroes.
Heroes.
I sound exactly like that.
Dawn.
He's reading it in the writer's voice.
No, I'm saying that is what I sound like. Reading it to
Is
you.
it enchanted when he reads it? That's exactly what he sounds like.
No, he's reading it out loud. So it sounds like it would basically be Lavender being like, greetings, esteemed heroes.
Greetings, heroes. I can't read this word.
Yes.
Or that word.
That's how it sounds. As Lavender continues to read it, I hope all is well. But I have some rather interesting news involving the lost Prince of Bolstead. His family is in some serious trouble. I don't want to divulge this information on parchment. Perhaps we should speak in Etros when you're available, of course. Love, sincerely, the greatest and most reputable man of Etros, the merchant.
The merchant.
The merchant.
That was a power play note.
That was definitely a power play.
That was a power play
I
note.
agree with that.
He wasn't talking about me, was he?
Yes, he was talking about you.
He was definitely talking about you are the Prince of Bolstead.
X.
On paper.
No.
On paper.
Now,
No,
he's,
I
now
don't-
he's a prince of like the fairy world or whatever.
I think it
Mushroom Man.
still counts. What do you mean on paper?
I mean,
It's
it's
a
like...
birth certificate.
Yeah, that.
Dawnbringers.
Oh, can I see that note?
Well,
Crumbling it up and throwing it overboard. That's what I think about the merchant.
He called us the Dawnbringers. Who's that?
You guys have been hearing that quite frequently already here in Zeltivado. People that are arriving have been calling you guys the Dawnbringers. Essentially a title that they've been giving you guys as though, well, because you returned the lost Sun Elf Empire to the world. You have brought forth the new dawn of the Sun Elf reign.
Well, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I haven't really thought about it much since we left that place the first time. You know, after I found out my sister was kidnapped or whatever. I haven't really thought about it. And, I don't know if I want to...
Could that be what he means? About your family in trouble or whatever?
Could be enclosed information he doesn't want to give you through a note.
I mean, I'm sure you could trust that bird.
Well, you also have to understand that the merchant's still heavily connected with tarot. And if that's the case, then there's many other spy organizations that are always looking to grit their teeth right down onto anything that tarot has. The merchant's probably playing it safe. But
And this is a new place too, so they probably want to know all they can here about this place.
well, that's too, of course.
I mean, that's why we should be extra careful. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that it's most likely the merchant's covering his tracks. I would doubt he's doing this out of the kindness of his heart.
Who's talking right now?
Marigold.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to make anybody go for something like that. It's kind of personal. I'm not going to expect any of you to go with. And you could just drop me off or something.
Lavender, your family, wherever you're going, I'm coming to help.
You've said that a few times now, the family nonsense. What is that about?
I don't understand why you're so opposed to it, Captain. After all, we are sort of like a family of bastards.
And he did help save Sky the first time.
It doesn't correlate to family.
Well, what is family?
Oh, we're gonna get to philosophy now. We don't need to do that. I don't know. Hotberry, Barry. Where are you? You
So
smart
he's
now?
currently rigging a rope, and you watch as he stops and goes, "I'm right here, Captain."
You hear what we're talking about?
I can,
What's your
yes.
opinion, smart guy?
You watch as he ties it off. He makes his way over and looks down over the deck and down at you. Well, I would say that, yeah, we're pretty much family at this point. I would die for any of you.
Alright.
Maybe not Legic or Fulner, though.
Yeah.
Legic, I don't know you. Fulner, you kind of annoy me.
Oh,
Well, to be fair though, Legic almost died for us right off the bat, so maybe we owe him one.
Well, I don't need anything in return. That's quite fine.
And if you could please stop throwing the fucking cannonballs on the deck there.
well, I'll fucking stop doing it when we get to a place that has boulders for me to throw.
Fucking throw you off shit.
Lavender. We uncovered the Sun Elves together. It was a great feat. All of us.
Not all of us.
You watch as Hakan comes up from the deck, or below deck. Just as he comes out, you can see he sets down his rhyme steel hammer. You see as he sets it, you can see Dragonborn don't really sweat, but you can kind of tell when Hakan is working hard. He's got his shirt off, just wearing his trousers pulled up. He's been making modifications to the ship, making sure everything's ready to go. This ship, after all, has not sailed in thousands of years. It wants to make sure that everything's still in tip-top shape. Yes, as he makes his approach,
I just checked the pedestal downstairs, and it looks functional. Not only that, but there's open slots for 6 crystals. It's a magnificent vessel.
Like that diamond thing that we found?
Yes. The sea diamond.
I walk off back toward my quarters.
Oh, okay.
There she goes again.
as Hakan looks and watches her walk off.
Is she still,
Yeah.
not?
Ale's about gone, though.
I'm concerned what she's gonna do when it runs out. Well, is one of you gonna go talk to her? She can't stay like this forever. It's been a month.
How about Barry?
No, I can go talk to her.
Barry, trust me, I've tried. She's, I'm not getting through to her. If you want to try, love and day.
I'm not going to say that anything is going to happen, but I can at least try.
She might be a bit common with you.
Just think it over before you say that you want to go with me to figure out what is happening.
I'm fucking down for it.
It's another adventure.
Exactly.
I don't have anything else to do.
I got so many pages in me book to write.
And I'm not gonna let this man here outdo me again.
You think. But, and I show this this book. It's a new book. I redid it over the month that we were there to correctly tell the story, because I was elaborating my own story, and I definitely...
Or you were exaggerating it?
Yes, sorry. This is all the things that we've all done together, and I'm quite excited to continue that.
Do you feel the same way, Marigold?
Like I said, you're the closest thing I have to family. And if I wasn't with all of you, Well, I'd probably still be stuck in Scuttleport, looking for a ship to hop on, and not really knowing where I was going. So, yeah, I'm here to help you.
Okay, then I'll go talk to her, see if anything.
Pecan stops.
What are they speaking about helping you?
So you remember the merchant?
Yeah, unsavory sort.
Apparently he has some information on my family and they're in trouble. And there's only one person in my family that I know is alive that I really care to help. And I'm wondering if it is her. It's my sister,
What's her name?
Ophelia. I don't know if she goes by that anymore though. But because it's been a long time, I haven't seen her. I've only been able to talk to her really quickly, so I don't really know.
We're not as big as we were. But everyone here on this ship, we all pitched in and helped Jez. She needs time to heal,
We all do.
but she's tough. She's a fighter. She'll come around. First things first, and she's got to stop feeling sorry for herself. As for me, if I wasn't on this ship, you'd sink it in a day.
This is probably true.
So I won't be going anywhere. You need a shipwright. And my hammer.
Probably will. That is probably right.
Come on, Fuller. Let's go grab a drink.
Oh, alright. Say no more.
I'll be right back, Marigold.
Alright, I'm gonna help Barry. I'm not sure why we're setting the sails. Barry looks over. She told me to do it.
And I'm going to walk over to her door, to Jess's door,
Okay.
and start.
Come in.
I'm going to open it and walk in and close the door behind
Is
me.
there another bird?
No, there's not another bird. Like I told them, I'm not going to make anyone go with me. This is probably something I should do, and I haven't really thought about my family since we left the merchant the first time. But because of me, I feel like we've lost more people than I'm okay with. When Smavros had to help me, we lost him. Sky sacrificed herself and I couldn't help her, so I want to at least... And I may be getting ahead of myself a little bit, but I want to try to help. If it's my sister, I want to help her where I can. Because I want to feel like I didn't let anyone else down. And as the captain, I understand, and with what happened before, I'm sure you're in a lot of pain right now. It's very apparent, but I would like for you to come with, if you would be willing to do that. Because they're right, we're all that we have left right now.
Well, for starters, you realize those things that happened with Sky and Smavros didn't have anything to do with you, right?
Realistically, yes, I do know that they're not my fault, but I still, every day, feel like they are. I've been,
Responsible somehow.
yeah,
Sure.
with T'Challa, with me going out and hunting, with Tinsel going out and drinking before he left. You know, we're all trying to run from what has happened, and lucky for me, I've been given a path to go on. Something that isn't running anymore. Running away from something, running towards it, you know? And I wouldn't want to do that with anybody else besides the captain of this ship. Maybe we can both find peace in the things that have happened.
Well, I'm sure you all think I've just been drinking excessively in here, which I have been. But that's not all. I've been thinking a lot. And, a lot of self-reflection, which I don't do that very often. This is probably my whole lifetime, like the second time I've done that, because otherwise I never do anything wrong. And, I've kind of realized that I've been putting my allegiances in very wrong places to things that, are not interested in my greater good. So, led me to thinking, is there anything I should be putting my allegiances into? And I realized there's a group of people who have been here helping me this entire time through a bunch of absolutely insane bullshit that they didn't have to put themselves through. So in summary, yes, I will be joining along on this. Probably still with a drinking problem, but joining along regardless.
I wouldn't want you to do it if you weren't being you to your fullest.
It's something, isn't it?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for going along with this with me.
It's the least I can do.
I think this past month has been kind of hard on everyone. We don't have very many people left, but I think it would be very important if you told them that as well.
Sure.
And I think that would be very, very grateful for that.
I'll think about it.
Whenever you're ready to go.
Well, stays in the quarters. Stays in the quarters.
Okay.
It doesn't leave.
Ear.
I forgot the saying. It stays here. But you know how it goes.
Yeah, my lips are
I nailed it. All right, thank you.
But
I've heard everything.
whenever you're ready to go, we know where to go. We've been there before. I was going to say bye to the Makila people.
I'm ready to go as soon as we can. I don't want to be here another day longer.
Alright. Let's walk out.
Wow.
When they walk out, I unpolymorph as a fly. No, I'm just kidding.
That was awesome, guys. Really, hero point for both of you guys for the role playing there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
we start
was-
off strong.
We were gone so long. We remembered how to roleplay.
That was awesome. Okay. So, with Jez deciding to move and deciding to leave Azelti Vado behind, everyone is able to say their goodbyes. Anything that you want to do, or the things that you would have wanted to say, you're able to do that now before leaving. You said you wanted to say goodbye to the Makila people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Have they, before we continue, have they found the T-Rex?
Yeah.
Have they been taking care of it?
Yeah, they have.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bye to. It was her.
Can we fit on the ship?
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
Boat T-Rex.
a boat Rex.
The T-Rex definitely would not fit on the ship.
B-Rex.
He is
A B-Rex. Yeah, I'll say bye to the T-Rex as well.
Okay. Anything that anyone else would like to do before leaving Azelti Vado?
I'm not taking a fucking step off this boat. I don't want anything to do with the place anymore.
Okay.
I'm over it.
It would have been the instructor for the soldiers.
Like the chief? Or
You mean the Makila people? Probably be Haxor.
Oh, sorry, it was Haxford that. You're right. It was
You want to
Haxford I was talking
go
about.
hunting with?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot his name.
I'm gonna find him.
Okay.
I'm imagining he's probably still doing drills with the others.
They have been quite hectic in the last 30 days. This, between dealing with Cortez's men, dealing with the assault between the Sun Elves, them trying to barter peace between the Sun Elves now. Many of the generals that were with the King Celamor were firmly in line with Selamore's beliefs, Liafel had many generals executed. The Sun Elf Empire lost many of their great warriors. But for the most part, that has been what the Makila people have been dealing with. Would Fulner like to do anything?
By chance, did Tinsel's gone at this point?
Tinsel has left, yes.
Did he leave behind anything like bombs that he
Nope.
had made?
Took his stuff with him.
No, there's. I think I did everything I was wanting to do, really.
Okay.
Between rewriting the book and also reading up on the Tide Speakers.
Jez, did you want to visit Shiv's body before you left?
Oh, it's there still?
Shiv's body is currently residing within the royal gardens
Why?
because Eliaphel is personally keeping an eye on it as a favor for you, making sure that no one comes and takes the body.
Yeah, I'll go see him.
You thought you were staying on the boat.
God damn it.
Do it at night, sneak off.
No one will know.
So far.
Everyone's like, where's she going? Let's follow her.
You manage to sneak off the boat. You made your way to the palace. When you entered, you went to the gardens. There, you entered essentially through the royal quarters. It's where only King Liafel essentially would have access to. King Liafel said that you were allowed to enter whenever you wish. As you walk into the garden, there's a patio, large circular patio, gold inlaid tile. It's in the shape of a sun, like a mosaic pattern of small pieces of artistic color all circled around. In the center, you can see there's a large stone coffin. On the top, they have glass laying over it. It's kind of like Sleeping Beauty a little. As you make your way and walk over and you look down in it, you can see Shiv lying motionlessly. His eyes closed, his hands over his chest. It looks like he's sleeping.
Am I able to move the lid at all? I'm going to move it like halfway, so at least its top is open. What happened is my fault. And I'm going to fix it.
And I'm going to tear off a piece of Finley's jacket. I'm going to tie it around his hands.
I know he was your icon, so just hang on to that till I get back.
I'm gonna awkward pat.
You feel how cold his hand was when you wrapped it around. And as you tightened it, you feel the bones and the tendons sort of constrict. As you lay the hand back down, you pat him. You see soft glaze of frost. roll over his clothing. You don't hear or see anything else, just almost like it's just a subtle reminder of, he's mine.
I wish you could just fuck off for once with your clever fucking ass.
I'm gonna close it.
And as you close it, you hear a voice. Come to say goodbye.
Like from behind me?
Yeah.
Turn around.
See King Lionfell.
Yeah, for now, hopefully.
Well, there may not be another time. It's me, Jess. It's Cass.
Do you like control when you come in and out? How's this working?
No.
Alright. What's going on?
He gave me the wheel, but he can take it back whenever he wants. I'm slowly losing myself. Jess. I'm slowly becoming him. But I've seen everything he's seen, and I just want you to know that I believe in you guys. And even if there's nothing you can do for me, I want you all to... I want you all to live for yourselves.
I'm sure there's something we can do.
I don't know if there is there, Jess. I really don't. And if there isn't, can you make me a promise?
That depends. Sorry, yes, I can do that.
If the opportunity has chance to arise, can you please help the Umbral Corps? If there was anything that I was ever going to be able to accomplish with my life, it was going to be to free my people from the bonds of loath and subjugation.
That's not an easy task there, Kaz, especially for people who have nothing to do with it.
I know.
That's a lot to ask.
I just want you to promise to at least help them.
I promise to try to help you. And then you can help them. How's that sound?
Okay. I didn't know what else to expect from making a bargain with the Pirate Queen. Thank you, Jess.
We'll be seeing you, Cass.
And as you walk past him, out of the garden, you hear the voice almost change. King Eliaphil standing, still looking towards the coffin.
If I had a way to save him, or it was within my power, I would. I hope you realize that.
Is he talking about Shiv?
He's talking about Kaz.
Kaz.
I don't realize that. I don't realize why you have to have control over his body and why you can't just hop to someone else, anyone else.
It doesn't work like that. The dream well is a powerful artifact. Kaz didn't know what he was doing when he dipped his mind into mine. Two minds cannot exist within the same body. Not without one taking control. And in this case, the magic forces whoever's consciousness is stronger to reside. Eventually, it will view the other one as a foreign entity. Will assimilate it into my own mind. Kaz and I will become the same person. He will become me. I will keep him. Make him take the wheel from time to time. Try to keep him from losing himself. As long as I can. He's strong. His mind is incredibly strong. It fights mine daily. I give him less than 5 years.
It's a very short amount of time for him.
For us.
Well, I promise to try to help him, and whatever we have to do to get you out of Kaz's body, we're going to do. And I hope you can understand that.
I can. Thank you, Pirate Queen.
Just Jez.
I am eternally indebted to you. The Sun Elf Empire will return to glory, and you will always be welcome here. Safe travels, Jez.
I'm leaving.
And as you leave and return to the ship, the ship has been repaired, sails set, and you depart into the night. Thankfully, the ship has enough enchantments on it that some of the rigging actually does the work for itself. You can actually operate this with just 2 people.
It's good for Hotberry. You wouldn't want to give him calluses.
You hear Barry, the stern of the ship. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I miss the wind. It's nice to be moving again.
Wherever it may take us, you know?
Off to Etros, city of love.
Is that really what they call it?
Of course it is.
Oh no, we've been there before.
I don't remember it being called that before, but
Oh yes. Beautiful city. All of those exotic spices.
You know, I'm surprised you don't know any, like, bard songs about it. I'd figure some bards would have City of Love songs.
Oh, indeed. In fact, Etros is one of the, I would say, leading cities when it comes to the living arts. Song, dance, even cooking. Masterpieces.
They have really nice baths there too.
Who knows? Maybe there's a few bards there already telling the stories of the Dawnbringers.
Oh, certainly not before Fauna.
There should be
No,
two.
there's no fucking way they would be talking about us yet. I haven't put the story out there.
Well, the only thing they'd be singing about is
Are you kidding me, Fauna?
Let him be ignorant. Let him just. It's called denial. Just let him ride the wave.
Is
I
Marigold
did
on
know
there?
nothing.
Yeah.
Marigold, do you have a song about it already?
I have a tune, and I have some lyrics written down, but, he's got a tune. You know,
He does the
Lyrics.
singy stuff too.
as much as I enjoy writing songs and telling tales, I don't know if that's the path I want to take.
Like, what do you
What's
mean?
this now?
Well, I always thought that. Maybe I would write some fantastical story or tale of some hero, some adventure, some journey. After all, it's what all bards sort of strive to do, to be recognized, to be a renowned performer. And now, after being part of it, actually going along with it, doesn't have the same appeal anymore. I feel like now I feel more like helping people.
Well, you can help people with music too.
Oh, I don't think I'll ever stop playing. Just not concerned about
fame.
the fame and the glory.
You'll always be famous if they keep on calling us Dawnbringer for whatever reason.
I will admit, it's a catchy name. I do enjoy it.
Clever.
You all hear the sound of footsteps coming from below deck, but everyone's up deck. Hakan, Barry, Marigold, Lavender, Legic,
No,
Jazz.
Stay away on deck.
He watches the door opens up, and as it opens, you see Draven come out.
Bard Wars.
Are we moving?
Where the fuck have you been?
Have you been in there the entire time?
I thought you left.
All your friends are gone.
They really are.
Why are you still here? I'm not complaining, though. I think your presence is,
Depressing.
yeah, the healthy dose.
You
though.
watch.
Sometimes you need depression, you know?
He looks up towards the stars. I think I overslept.
Very much.
You've been asleep this entire time?
Did you drink last night?
Well, I was technically dead.
Wait, what? Do you die when you sleep?
It's the bardic college he comes from. They are just all fucking dark. All the time.
It's a spell.
What did you put the spell on yourself to die?
It's a form of meditation.
You kill yourself with meditation.
Yes.
Duh.
Fauna, who the fuck are you to judge? You throw fucking rocks, okay? For a fucking
That has
hobby.
nothing to do with me being a bard. That is me being strong.
I meditated too long.
You died too long? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Same thing, I guess. Meditate, die, same thing for him.
Could've
What
just
do you see after you die? How's that go?
Void.
Oh, that's what I thought.
You could have just taken a nap. You didn't have to fucking just
Die?
get on with it.
That's how he meditates. Don't make fun of his religion.
It's not the same.
Alright,
Is
so...
it your religion?
I don't know, I'm just saying it.
Honestly, I could speak about it, but I don't think any of you would really
Get it?
understand it.
Oh, yeah, I'm very
you're
deep.
one of
I'd
those.
get it.
Okay.
I'd get it. You know, you don't have to do it right here, though. Maybe sometime you can visit me.
I talk a lot about a lot of things that people don't get. I've seen a lot of things.
My form of meditation involves going to the astral plane.
What does that astral plane? What is that?
Right.
That's another plane
Right.
that you can go to sometimes.
So what is your plan
Full of
now that
asteroids.
you've woken up?
And you're on this plane.
Well, I can't exactly leave, so I guess I'm gonna stay here with all of you.
Well, we're heading to Esteros.
Yeah, speaking of, we were just talking about that. Do you have any songs about Esteros?
Songs of Etros.
Etros. City of Love. Probably not. Doesn't seem like your style.
I feel like you said Astros.
I did.
So
We did.
now
We
we're-
both said that.
now-
We
now
now
we're
now
open
it's
to go
now
to
it's there.
Astros.
Now it's in my brain.
Etros.
Esteros.
Is it Esteros? Esteros.
Astros.
Etros.
I don't have any songs that are based off of the traditional ideology of the city, but I do have some songs for Etros.
Oh boy.
That,
I don't want to know.
what does that mean?
Never mind. Forget that we asked. We don't want to know anymore.
Curious.
No, you're not.
I don't think you should sing those songs when they're there.
You notice he picks up his Morn guard. You watch as he pulls out his bladed bow.
The song is called The Lament of Mount Petruvius,
Oh fuck.
the city of
What was that
Etros.
about the healthy dose of depression, Jezebel?
I've been living it for a month. All right. I'm over it at this time.
The city of Etros was buried under 500 pounds of ash. People suffocated and died.
you got them to do this. Oh my goodness.
Would you like to hear it?
No.
Yes.
What? Hold on a second. If you play that, will it be buried in ash? We don't need that, right? We don't need that.
You watch as he begins to.
I don't imagine what can get any worse than where we're at now. We're at the bottom of the barrel. I literally am the bottom of my barrel. So why not just end it? You know,
Wait, hold on a second.
give us a nice meditation.
You
I
want-
class.
don't think your dying would be the same as his dying.
As he begins to.
I'm counting on that.
Oh no!
As he begins
Oh,
to
my
strum the
goodness.
bow, and the strings of the Morn guard begin to play. It's a very slow, lamentful song. It's very melodic, very sad. But something happens while he begins to do this. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Ash rains down from the sky.
You are not wrong.
Oh, okay.
The fuck, bro?
We really are dying. It's Pompeii all over again.
I told you not to. And you
I don't
did.
know, dude. I just want to see what happens.
18.
Hold on, I gotta remember what my perception is. I apologize.
16.
About to figure it out.
Oh my goodness, my perception's really high. And I rolled a natural one.
But what's it plus?
Yeah, you still got a plus.
Oh, it's 12 altogether.
Yeah, so that's plenty.
Oh, okay.
You watch as, very, very much so, ash does indeed begin to slowly fall from the sky. You also hear the sound of the earth rumbling. You hear the sound of people screaming in the distance. You hear the sound of people coughing. You are essentially hearing the final moments of the people who perished during this tragedy.
Wow, it's soothing. Relaxing. I feel like I'm in a spa.
You watch as he stops.
That is the purpose of our song, is to remember the final moments of those who we have lost, to record their sounds forever.
It's fucked up, Draven. It's really fucked up. Just replaying them screaming in agony.
It was their final breath.
You made that worse than what she said. I don't know how you did it. Oh, wow. You're really good at your job.
You know, you're the first, what do you call the death bard? Morning bard?
Moenbard.
Morn bard. You're the first one I've ever met, and, you're living up to the expectation, I'll tell you that. Exceeding it, even. So that's good.
I am going to fall to the ground as I saw that and heard it.
Oh no.
I just recollect everything that I did, or remember from my family,
Oh god.
because they all got burned. So I'm just weapon down, just...
You watch as Draven makes his way over towards you and he kneels down. You recognize the tune. It plays in your ear because you've heard it before. You watch as he puts his hand on your head. And you watch as this magical dwemer falls over Legic's body.
Oh, fuck.
You see Draven's eyes close before he pulls his hand back. It is a good tune. I can play it whenever you like.
I stand back up. No. No. I walk away.
What just happened? What was that? What do you mean he's heard it before?
I felt his pain. I listened to the final moments of his family dying.
His family. His family was there, right?
You were about to play that back for him.
You're going to play that again. You're going to play the sounds of his family screaming in agony.
If he wishes, then yes.
No one wants that, Draven, you creepy bastard. You spooky bitch.
Just curious, has anyone ever asked you to play their final moments back to them?
I'm going to come back and be like, are you able to give me visions?
No.
Will you ask him to see it? You want to see it?
I'm gonna go, because I don't think he picked up his weapon. I'm going to just go over and pick it up.
My music will give you memories. And only memories.
Play the song.
As you wish.
What the fuck?
You watch as he picks up his bow. And he begins to play.
You ever tracked this?
It's just people
screaming! It's weird. You have a track for this? What the fuck? What is wrong with you?
You watch as he begins to play the song. And all of you hear the melodic tune. You all begin to hear the sound of crackling fire popping throughout the air. It's atmospheric almost. Legic, for you, it is totally different. You hear the sound of dirt crunching beneath your feet. You can smell the scent of burning wood. You watch as the boat, you stare at Draven, and as you look at him and you stare at him in his eyes, you see this fog, this rolling mass of smoke surround him as though he's being encompassed in this ever-engulfing smog. And you watch as it rolls forward as you are reliving the events. It's like you're on a track, like you're on a dream. You're reliving the memory, but you're reliving it in perfect clarity. During this time, you watch as Legic is just almost in a trance, staring towards Draven. And as Draven is playing the tune, you all hear faint wisp and cries, and you can hear the sound of a woman, Legic! And the sound of a door smashing, and you hear the sound of a blade whipping through what sounds like flesh. You hear the sound of blood splattering. Fulner, you actually feel like something wet hit your face. You quickly bring your hand up, but there's nothing there. Lavender, you can focus as you hear the sound of someone horrifically screaming. You can hear someone ablaze, their skin on fire. This is an extremely intense experience. Jez, it's choking. It's almost like you're coughing on the smoke as well. Legic, as you look towards the final moments of the memory and you watch as the individual steps out of this burning home, completely ablaze, you see them hop up onto a horse, and there on their forearm you see that large scorpion tattooed onto their forearm and the stinger coming down onto their fist and curling back. It's just like it was. Just like you remember it. But you missed something. Give me a perception check. Wow.
Unnatural 20.
You got a natural 20.
Unnatural.
Oh!
This would have been perfect for a natural.
I was gonna be like, bro.
I know who you are.
As the individual hops up onto this black stallion, you see them pull the stirrups, and the horse brings its front legs up as it rears up on its hind legs and does this whole spin, almost like this headless horseman type pull. The horse. You recognize the stirrups, you recognize the saddle, the horse, the breed. It's a Gilded stallion. One of the finest breeds and rarest horses that anyone could have. Only sold in the Marshall estate in Gilded. For the hooves hit the ground and you hear it Kia! Take off into the darkness of your memory. And you come back. You guys all watch. During this time, the embers that are floating through the air begin to fade.
Draven, what the fuck was that?
I played their tune.
I haven't smelled anything like that in a very long time.
He's in Gilded.
Who?
The people who murdered my family.
Where's Gilded?
Gilded is a nation that is in the essentially, actually, where you grew up from in Aronia, it would have been to the east. Compared to Bolstead, it is an adjacent country. Gilded is to the south of Bolstead.
So technically we could go through there on the way to Bolstead.
Yeah, good.
Are you certain of this, Logic?
From that vision.
I'm sorry about your family.
I pick up my halberd.
I was holding it as I picked it up.
I grab it for me. It's weird, but thank you, Draven.
You do not need to thank me. It is my duty to remember the sounds of the dead. I will carry them with me in this life and after.
You and I are going to have to talk later then. If you're going to stay on the ship, I would like for you to do something for me.
As you wish.
Well, Logic, if you're completely certain that's where this person is, feasibly we could happen to pass through there on the way to Bolstead.
Barry kind of goes, yeah, that's if we're going to travel on foot. It's going to be a massive detour. But if you're willing to do it, it may take us months. But
Months?
to travel from the southern portion of Abendal to Goldia, we'd have to go through the Juthraki Desert. It'd be months of travel. Or we could simply just take the water and go around Abendal. We could dock at Bolstead, and then move south from there.
Yes, that sounds great.
I don't want my problems to be a burden to you all.
Nobody wants their problems to be a burden for anybody, legit.
And if anyone that you ever meet says that they want their problems to be a burden for other people, then they're a fucking asshole. Don't talk to them. It's just a general rule of thumb.
That's true. I agree with that.
Just like Faulkner and Marigold said that they would be willing to go deal with my stuff. You helped us just as much as anybody else did. So I'll be willing to do the same for you.
I'm gonna lean over to the side, starboard side. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. I have been searching for him, this person. It might even be a woman. For a long time. I gave up hope. Fabled. I even started believing that maybe I made up this person. That perhaps maybe they were just bandits. But that steed. It was clear.
Well, like I said, if you're certain of it, it's right next to Bolstead. We could easily go there.
But first we have to go to Petros and figure out our purpose for even going to Bolstead. So I was told
I
not
think
to
you
go
know
there.
your purpose, but you need to know for certain, sure.
Gonna just restance myself. Petruvius. I wasn't prepared now. I am eager to get something done.
I think we all are. We've been here for a while.
I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm just gonna walk off.
He needs time to mourn. He never truly mourned.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means many people lose things in their life. Lose things, ones, people they love. They fear death and the absolute so much, they'd rather pretend it doesn't exist. They go their entire life without ever truly mourning how precious the things they lost are.
You don't get invited to many parties, do you, Draven?
I've never been to a party.
It doesn't surprise me.
I've been to funerals.
In a sense, it could be a party if you hated the person.
Or if we just wanted to celebrate their life.
Mostly the death, yeah, if you hated them. You make it a party, you know.
I mean, you could do...
Lavender, you and I are on total ends of the spectrum. You're opposites.
Well, I'm just providing a different perspective.
Why are you so optimistic?
You're both right. I've been to funerals where those who have danced on the graves of the dead as well
I've done it many times.
have been to funerals that are as rambunctious and enlightening as a wedding.
Yeah, this is a great topic and everything, but Draven, I think there's like something downstairs you maybe should be doing. Making your bed, shining your weird wrist violin.
No, you can actually meet me in my room. I got the fake room.
That's
All that. If you're into that.
That's very bold of you.
What do you mean? You don't even know what I'm going to ask.
An arpeggio?
What?
Is it about your family?
No, it is not about my family. Well,
Is it about Sky?
yeah.
See, maybe the reason he wants to talk in private, Draven, in case you didn't pick up on that hint, is he doesn't want to speak about it in front of other people, so maybe don't bring up what the topic might be.
There's no reason to avoid your feelings.
Yes, there is. Just follow him. There is a reason. You're not going to start teaching that lesson on the ship.
Triggers.
You're going to be fucking angry.
If you wish, I will meet with you.
It'll be really quick, I think.
You watch as he turns and heads downstairs.
Before I go down, I'm not doing this for me.
Alright. What does that mean?
Tinsel is really hurt.
Tinsel.
If we can... It seemed to help.
You know, Galvin, it's okay to do things for yourself. You don't need to convince us otherwise.
But Tinsel ain't even here.
But it
Right
affected
now.
Tinsel.
Hmm?
It affected him still.
If we ever run into him again, maybe he could help Tinsel. Tinsel's really...
You watch as this bolt of lightning
Why?
sort of
Why?
Scared me outside again.
Yeah. It's like...
sort of shoots down, and you watch as this rift opens. And out of the rift, you see Larissa Ndalo. In all of his white robes, his long silver hair, comes walking out, and you watch as he walks out, there's another individual with him. A small, probably about 5'6", petite, dark elf, female. You notice that as they both make their appearance out of the portal, he watches the rift closes. Hello, good evening. Oh, yes, evening. It is night here. Okay.
That is very astute observation. Hello.
If you're
Good
look-
evening.
If you're looking for Kaz, he's not here.
I am aware. I have spoken with King Eliathel, but I am here on business from Neve. Specifically to meet with Barry.
What do you mean?
You watch as Barry goes, Oi!
Barry, shut up.
Oh, Barry, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person.
Don't talk directly to him quite yet. What do you need with Barry?
Well, I have brought him his, teacher. Let me introduce you to this, fine wizard. This is Melanie Frayne. Notice that she kind of, like, raises her nose. Immediately get that, like, I'm superior headmaster vibe off of her.
God, it's like Kaz is here all over again.
What's going on, Lavender? Wait, you're not here. Are you?
I haven't left yet.
He hasn't had a chance to leave
You
yet.
notice that she kind of gives a slight head bow. Greetings.
What's this?
Well met.
The one in the white
Salutations.
was...
I can imagine you doing it as you're pouring a drink.
I am.
Salutations. You fucking bitch.
Oh, we got another one.
The one in the white was friends with
Stuck on my
Kaz,
ship.
our-
Stuck for months with you. Great.
You notice that her garb, she does have like this black headdress. You can also see that she has what appears to be this black shoulder mantle that kind of comes up into this point, large blue jewels that kind of band these robe-like strands around her chest. She has this very well-tailored dress that goes down. You can see she has a staff with this black gnarled wood that goes up to this blue crystal, and there's a white raven with blue eyes all staring at everyone.
Oh, finally found the bird.
I don't think that wasn't the
It's
same
definitely
bird.
not the same bird.
Oh,
Has it been an hour? Or no, it lasts for 4 hours. My...
Speak with animals.
Erection?
You guys have been going for many hours.
Okay. My what?
Erection.
Did you say erection?
Why? What?
Has your erection been up for more than 4 hours?
Oh, Jesus.
Better call somebody.
I guess I walked into it. I guess I'm going to meet Draven, so... I'm kidding.
I need you to help me with the problem.
I have a problem.
The
Claudia's
why-
not here anymore.
The Y boner.
What?
Well, let me go ahead and explain to you why, like I said, Kaz reached out to me. He informed me of his predicament, and I am aware that's what's going on with him. I'm going to do everything in my power to find a way to split his mind from King Eliaphel. The tricky part isn't really the splitting, it's more finding an appropriate vessel that will accept the mind. Sure, I could make a clone or create some sort of body, but the body will simply begin to reject it and slowly die. Need to find a true host. And since Eliaphel is residing within Kaz's body, that means I would have to find a true host for Eliaphel. Which, as far as I'm aware, I do not know of any of his living descendants.
We know of one.
Well,
His grandmother?
yeah, the grandma nightmare, whatever.
The spite bitch. Spider. I don't remember her name. The
Wolf?
drow queen.
Speak of Matron Vicious.
This one, yes.
Yes, I thought
That's
that was
the
grandma
one.
nightmare. I'm sorry.
You were really close.
Thank you. Thank you.
Both of them do sound quite scary.
It's like, I'm taking your hero point back.
Like, oh yes, I remember Grandma Nightmare.
I said that I thought it was grandma nightmare.
That sounds
Before.
like a creepypasta monster.
Could be
Madame
worse.
Vicious
I
sounds
thought
like
her
a
name was
creepypasta monster.
Spite Bitch. So. Bad answers all around.
Yes, you speak of Matron. So you're saying that we pull Kaz's body into one of his blood relatives and leave Eliaphel in Kaz's body.
No, I don't think we should do that. Kaz probably wants Kaz's body back.
I don't think he wants to be, because she's kind of mean. We heard.
Yeah,
I don't think he would really like that.
It does bring a good point. She could have, by this point, had more offspring. Potential that there could be another.
I guess that's true. She is a spider.
So we gotta hunt down one of Kaz's relatives, bring them back, tie him up like a pig, put him in a net, bring him to you. Is that how
It
this
would
works?
be a fair possibility, I will admit.
Do they need to be alive?
Yes.
That makes it a lot harder.
But what happens with the other person's mind?
The same thing that's happening with Kaz and Eliaphel. Whoever's mind is stronger is going to win.
I assume that Kaz will be strong enough, right?
Well, I mean, have you ever talked to Kaz?
He's very prideful.
He's something.
He'll probably give a life, though. He run from his money, I reckon.
However, during this encounter with Kaz, he informed me that he believed that Barry was in fact a wizard, or at least capable of being a wizard.
He is in fact a wizard, Barry.
Barry,
You're a wizard, Barry?
is it true that you can read? Get it out. Get it out.
I couldn't help it, okay? I had to say it. Somebody had to say it.
Yep, just like it was said the last time. This
Never
happens every
gets
time.
old. Never gets old. Okay, we're done.
Barry's a wizard.
Barry, is it true that you can read arcane text without any training? Yes, I can read it, and it's it's strange. I'm not sure. I can't even really read actual common text very well, but I can read that.
No. Don't tell him any more information, Barry. What do you want with Barry?
I don't want any.
Barry's mine.
That's fine. I'm not taking him away,
I know you're not.
but I'm bringing somebody.
No. No, I'm saying no to all of this. I'm tired of this type on my ship.
What do you mean this type? You're talking about an elf or a drow? That's relatively
type.
racist.
This type.
We already had the drama.
You know the type.
We're not
Look at
racist.
her. This type. I'm tired of it. I can't do it again.
We don't let people escape
We've had
the
many of
sky.
them.
I really don't have a lot of time for this.
You don't, neither do we.
Melanie? Yes, Larisian. Do you agree to listen to all of Jezebel's orders while you reside on this ship? Yes. You make this pact with me.
Listen, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying, Lurisian, Lili, Lolo, Mr. Man. We're at capacity, okay? We don't have room for her on the ship. We're at capacity.
Perhaps I can make this a little bit more clear and be a little bit more forthright with you. Yes, Melanie is here to tutor Barry, but Melanie is also a drow that has connections with royal blood in the Underdark. If we're going to go after Matron Vicious and save Kaz, you're going to need to take her with you.
Well, we're not doing that anytime soon, so maybe we can give you a call when we need you.
You could have left off with that.
I try not to cause more headaches than what's needed.
Well, that's what you're doing right now, is dropping this random person off on my boat, almost like someone to keep tabs on us or something. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but I think I have a right to be at this point. It's very strange, if you ask me.
Cotton,
What, Hotberry?
I would rather like it if I was tutored in the ways of magic.
And,
Why are you doing this to me after all I've done to you?
Just-
For you. For you.
just,
To you hasn't been great. Hasn't been great, the things I've done to you. But the things for you have been amazing, yes.
maybe it would be beneficial for us if we knew magic. I mean,
He knows magic.
I do.
I don't.
cast.
I kind of, sort of,
Whenever I
by
swing my
proxy.
sword, I cast sword.
I'm not gonna lie, I would like to
Here-
know how to use magic.
Folo and I are on the same boat. We kind of had our magic handed to us. We didn't have to go through learning and all that things, so we're not snooty about it, so we're better, right?
That's right.
You don't need the snooty, learned type. You have us
You
type.
read so many books, you can start looking like this too.
You're making the case worse, Walnut.
it's not helping you, you know that.
You notice that Melanie looks towards Larisian. I really don't want to be with these.
Oh, you don't. You're gonna
No.
hate your life after 5 seconds.
No,
I think-
come stay a while and listen.
Oh, God.
Lurisian,
Shut up.
That sounds
am I
Vaguely
able
familiar,
to learn magic from her?
I don't know, random person talking to me.
Legic, ask their name, you rude son of a bitch.
just-
Sorry.
this-
It's been a really rough month.
it has.
You just show up here and you're like, hey, I'm leaving this person on your ship. We don't have the capacity.
As he looks at your extremely empty ship.
We're at capacity.
Just
Not really.
yeah, get it out.
I mean,
Got the tech episode 63. We're at capacity.
I mean, technically this boat can run only on 2 people, so we don't need as many people
To do stuff.
to do things.
I think we owe this to Barry.
Barry's like just.
We owe this to Barry.
You look up at Barry, he just looks like a sad puppy.
Barry's been a fucking sleeper agent this whole time. I don't know shit to Barry.
But he definitely was the one who kept me here.
Let Hot
Oh,
Berry
is
be
this,
Smart Berry.
is this a maroon? Are you
No,
marooning me?
no, Chaz, we're not marooning you. We've already had, you and I specifically had the
Larisian just
conversation
looks
about
extremely confused.
What? How would we maroon you?
You notice that Barry goes, alright guys, we're starting to hit some deep-seated shit inside of Jazz.
I talk about mutiny.
Hakan kind of goes like, no,
Are you starting to mute me by saying that?
everyone,
Marooning and mutiny, same fucking thing. I've
everyone calm
experienced it all.
down. Everyone calm down, right? Jazz was marooned, I don't know if you all remember that. It's probably,
I don't see how that's relevant.
you seem really concerned it's gonna happen again.
You said that
You don't have to bring it up. You don't have to bring it up.
You said that this was going to be a maroon.
Right, you like lassoed birds or something to get
You
off
watch
your
as
maroon,
Larisian's
right?
robes begin to flare back. You watch as the wind begins to pick it up. You see him begin to grow in size. It's almost like when Gandalf uses that booming voice on Frodo. You watch as he just becomes extremely frightening. Can I get a,
We'll see.
This bitch.
Yes.
Use magic on us. Try compel
I can
us. I don't
certainly
fucking
try.
fight. You get
I
a
got
what
the
now?
21.
okay, 21.
You get a what?
For a will save.
Yes. Actually, no. Make this a charisma save.
Oh, then I didn't get that. I got the 7 then.
Interesting. You know what? Just in case.
Motherfucker.
Oh well. So that would be a 29.
Oh wait, is this wait no, I don't have that one yet, never mind. I only have Trump right now.
I get a 4.
4.
I get a 4. Earner.
My phone's very slow.
I know your charisma bonus.
You do not.
Yeah.
You're so charismatic.
Ready to kill it. Earner.
It's so defensive.
20. Unnatural 20. I beat you.
You watch as Larician grows in size and looks towards you. Now listen! Please! As he does, everyone seems pretty compelled to not speak, besides for Falner and Jez.
The worst people to not feel compelled to speak.
Killed.
You watch as he begins to shriek down. Now, Jez, I am willing to do anything as a favor to you if you will allow Melanie to tutor your crew member Barry.
Anything.
If it is within my power, I will help you.
Noted. Noting this.
Deal.
I've already written in my book.
What would you like as a favor?
Don't I have to do it right now? Can I just wait a little while?
If that is what you wish, then very well.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
You know, as he watches, he brings his hand up. You see this spell begin to emerge from his hand, like this globe of magic begins to rise up from his hand, and you see multiple clocks beginning to tick in different directions. Fantastic. I'm already late. Okay. Melanie, enjoy your stay. Widowmakers, Dawnbringers, it has been a delightful encounter. I will speak to you all again if I find out any information about your friend Cass. And you watch as the rift opens up and he moves through before the rift closes, leaving Melanie, and you just watch as she stands there, complete silence, looking at everyone before you watch as the bird go. But the bird just kind of...
Hello there, Melanie.
That wasn't as scary as the first time. The lightning. It wasn't as loud.
Hello.
Oi.
Apologize for the weird introduction. I am Legic.
Can you get me a book?
Nice.
Our friend Cass could get books from the library there with the paper guide.
So you're Barry?
Okay, ignore me. There's a
Oh
type of
yeah,
seniority.
that's me. I'm Barry.
I'm Logic. Can you get me a book?
I'm sorry, Larician left before I could
Please, could you show me to my quarters? Right. Yes, he comes down the steps. Captain, where would you like me to place her? The new ship is actually crazy large. The bottom portion of the ship is actually a small demiplane.
What?
Let's just say the below deck is much bigger than the outside.
Oh, like a Tech J. What's it called? A
TARDIS?
TARDIS.
TARDIS.
Thank you, Tech J. It's like a TARDIS.
Very, very much like a TARDIS in that aspect. Yes.
Oh my
The
god.
janitor's closet.
This better not be the Lantern King's boat.
Janitor's closet.
It better not be.
Oh, that's a good idea. Good idea. That's a good idea.
So the actual first floor, after you go down, or the deck below deck when you go down this flight of stairs, it's actually pretty much like a massive inn. There's even like a dining area and like a pretty large
A pig chef named Gubbins.
rec room. No pig chef. There's no other people on this boat.
We don't
He's not a
need
people.
we don't need a chef when you got me.
He's right.
He's a pig.
You know,
He's a
Barry,
demigod.
normally I'd say put them with the undesirables, but I feel like a new person today. Am I still annoyed that she's here? Yes, I'm annoyed, but I got a favor out of it. So, put her wherever you see fit, Barry. She's your tutor.
All right, very well, Captain. All right, right this way. You watch as she takes the staff and she slams it on the ground, and you watch as the staff turns into this black snake, and you see it turn into a tattoo onto her arm, and then you see her snap her fingers, and as she does, you watch as pretty much an entire room's worth of items, equipment, luggage, furniture just sort of appears onto the deck. She looks towards Barry. Please bring this down to my room.
No. You can at least help. It's your luggage.
If you can
You're
snap
not
it-
royalty.
Yeah, if you can snap it on deck, you can snap it.
He's royalty, and he carries his own shit.
You remind me of a story
Wait,
I once heard
wait.
called Lady Poppins. With all that,
Wait. Couldn't
probably.
you just done that in the room?
He brings with her point. You're just doing this as a power play. We're running into a lot of power plays today, and I don't like it. Pick your own stuff up.
You watch as she looks over. You see her grab a tome.
Logic, maybe this will be your love interest. Kindle some sort of spark.
You
I
watch
don't
as
know.
she heads downstairs, leaving the rest
There's
of
a
it
spell for
back behind, besides for one book. Very good. All right, I understand what this is. This is the whole like teacher's gotta haze the pupil apprentice thing.
Barry, you're destined for so much more than this.
I've been used to being
Learned education
I've
shit.
been walked on my entire life. This is all I really know.
Barry, I'm
So
not
you're
gonna
gonna
let you do
continue
this
that?
yourself.
Would you like some help?
Oh yeah, if you want to help me, I'm not gonna deny help. Just
Right.
I'm gonna grab
No, you
quite
deny
a
it.
few
You deny
things.
it. It's
Whatever
pride
I can
thing.
grab.
oh, you want me to be more prideful now? I don't understand. What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Captain?
I don't know what I want to do either. I'm just here, spiraling
You just
into an
have to carry
abyss.
yourself better.
All right, got it. Yes, he makes his way over the door, opens it up, and he starts taking her stuff downstairs.
I'll help.
I help.
Who's still
I don't
upstairs
wa-
with me?
I don't want him to do that by
Lavender.
himself.
I fucking hate her.
She didn't even. She did. I asked her for a book, and she didn't even say. She just ignored
You can
me.
tell as soon as she appeared on here with her magic bullshit. She's up in the air.
She got you a book, but she left with it.
Here's my stuff. Look at
Carry it.
Carry it.
Carry my shit.
As you look up at the one of the masts of the ship, and you just see that white raven standing, looking down at you.
Yeah, you heard me.
I'm going to. Can I cast speak with Aminals again?
Animals. Animals.
I can see you, you know. Wow.
Cast speak with animals.
Yeah.
As you cast speak with animals, you see the bird look towards you.
You know I could talk to you, right?
Oh, it's a little bitch too. They're both bitches.
You realize that it's not speaking any animal language.
It's just making the sound.
It sounds like a person going.
The fuck did it just say?
It literally went.
Yeah, that's what.
That's what I heard, but what did it say in person, like in
didn't.
English?
I don't think that's an actual. It sounded like.
It just said "car" to you. Like,
That's not her raven, right?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Oh, it is.
It came in on her shoulder.
throw a rock at it.
I'm not going to throw a rock at them.
I'll throw a rock. There's no rocks on the ship.
Smooth.
There's a boulder. There's a cannon.
I'll probably get a foot.
So
And you're not even there.
I'm assuming you probably know that it's
Where's it
tending
sitting?
to be.
It's up on one of the masts.
I'd blow a hole through my own mask.
Just shoot it.
You're just gone.
I don't like the way he's looking at me as a cockeye, and I hate it.
You watch as it goes.
That is really annoying. Stop
You know, you big dumb bird. My aim might not be great, but I'll hit you eventually.
You watch as it does the little bird hop. You watch as its tail feathers point towards you.
If it poops, I swear to God. I'm vacating! Vacate!
It just vacated.
And then it flies up to the crow's nest.
Where did it poop?
Just right on the deck.
Oh. I feel like that is a part of her. She just pooped on
No,
us.
don't worry. We're gonna save that. We're gonna use that later.
I'm not going to save that bird poop.
We're going to save it. We're going to use it later.
You can do that. I don't want to do that.
I go get a bucket. I go get a bucket and broom. I'm just kind of like sweeping it into the bucket.
As a smearing out the poop.
I'm gonna stash it somewhere.
This is why you have people clean the deck for you. I get it now.
This is why it's called the poop deck.
So, after multiple trips, Legic and Falner end up helping Barry move all of Melanie's things back down to her room. And as you all come up from the deck, you finish. You notice that Barry stayed down with Melanie because she wants to immediately figure out what he actually does know. So it's just you guys up here with Hakan and Marigold.
That was a good stretch.
Are you back with us?
Yep.
Did you say anything, dear?
No.
Her bird isn't real.
We're going to eat her bird.
So what?
We're going to eat her bird.
What?
We're going to have a nice dinner, and we're going to be like, all right, here's the main course.
It's
a
not
little,
the bird.
little cover, and you go, bing, and it's a little bird. They'll toast it like a turkey. And after she eats it, you say, that's your bird.
That thing that was on her shoulder. You
Yeah,
want
that's
to
the
eat
one.
that? There's like no meat on that thing.
Well, good thing she's taking the first bite, then.
Do I see the bird?
The only bite.
You see the bird? Yeah, it's up on the crow's
Do
nest.
I
just
see
kinda...
the smeared poop?
No.
On the deck?
Oh my god, that just...
It's magic poop.
Magic
I want to
poop.
learn that power.
Wait, is it in the bucket?
No.
That's amazing. I
wish I would have done that with Rupert.
This bird shit itself, and now it's missing. It just evaporated into the air.
No, the bird is still there.
Yeah, but look at the... I'm putting the bucket up to his face. There's no shit in there anymore.
What?
It's empty.
What are you talking about? Poop?
It doesn't even have a smell, it just smells like the wood. Does it smell like poop?
Nope.
Okay. Then it just smells like the wood.
The bird took a shit to try shit on us, so I saved it because I was going to smother the bird with his own shit later when it was sleeping. And now it's not in the bucket anymore.
I don't think that bird is going to sleep.
That's a very good point. It has disappearing shit, so I don't think it sleeps at all.
It might not even be a real bird.
I don't think it's a bird,
just
yeah.
said it wasn't a real bird.
Yeah, now
Congratulations,
I believe you now.
Part of the conversation, Falner.
All I know is you smell poop.
I didn't. I literally...
I don't know what's happening.
Listen. Let me get real close to them. We can't trust. Melanie. Moldy. We can't trust them.
Moldy.
And we can't trust them. They clearly are here for very nefarious reasons.
Should we start calling
And
them
the bird is like a wire, is eavesdropping all times. So if you see the fucking bird,
Shut up! You're not even saying anything. Stupid.
don't say anything around the bird that you wouldn't want Moldy to know, alright?
We already said really bad things about her.
Yeah, but we're too late for that. We're already past that point. Now
So
we can only look back and correct our mistakes for the future. And that's what we're doing right now, alright? We just talk shit about her. I don't care if she knows that. I mean things that are personal. Things on our own agenda. And things that we wouldn't want other
I
people to
like
know.
how we treat our new friends.
I get it.
It's
Did we do this to you?
Friend?
What?
Did we?
I'm here to
Did we
help,
not
right?
trust you?
I mean, it felt like that, but I was a newcomer.
Did we do this to everybody that we meet?
I kind of
a little bit.
I will be the first one to admit I have trust issues, okay?
A little bit.
And I'll also be the first one to admit, for a good fucking reason, I have trust issues. So, I will not be taking any questions at this time, or criticisms. So, that's the plan. Plan.
That looks familiar.
If anyone can kill the bird,
Khan.
you find a good opportunity to kill the bird.
You watch as Marigold is just looks like he's getting ready to pluck a string. I think it might be a familiar. I don't think it's a bird.
So what happens if we kill it?
It will. All they have to do is just summon it back.
It's a magical creature. It's essentially from the ethereal plane.
So nothing bad. would
Or
happen.
sorry, usually the astral plane.
So dispatching it, nothing bad will happen.
Well, I mean,
How is it? What is it pooping then?
probably just ectoplasma.
So it made a gesture because it's cruel.
It seems like it's just as like snooty and spiteful as moldy, so makes sense.
Yes,
Makes
many
sense.
familiars share the same personality as their owner, so most likely.
Oh my god, its owner poops on people. Poops at people. That's a really...
We don't kink
let her
shame.
own the
We
shit.
don't kink
You
shame.
didn't know that. You didn't know about that drow tradition.
Pooping at people?
Yes, it's very common. No, you idiot. It's not an actual thing. It's a
All right,
joke.
well,
I don't know any
regardless,
better. I only met Kaz.
our plan with the bird is still the same, minus the killing it. Apparently, we can't do that.
I mean,
We could figure out a way.
We could kill
I know
it
you're
100
fucking
times.
listening. But any secret information or information that you know is sensitive, don't say it with a bird around. That's all I'm saying. Because it's
Understood,
fucking
Captain.
creepy. It's just about as creepy as Draven, and I don't trust it.
Oh, speaking of that, I got to go talk to him. He's probably waiting.
Probably waiting in your room.
I've been waiting.
Why did you say that, legit? That was weird.
And as you head down to go to your room to meet with Draven, you all are very well aware that you will have many nights and days on the sea before you arrive at Etros. There's still many things to possibly come in those few days and nights before the arrival. But this is where we end tonight's episode. So, thank you guys all for joining us with
Oh, wow.
episode 63,
Wow.
the return of Death Attack.
We ended on such a strong note talking about bird shit. Are you
Yeah.
guys so glad you're here?
It always seems to come back to poop somehow.
Or butt
You
stuff.
did it! You did it!
I did. But you guys,
that bird poop ectoplasm
you guys dwelled on it pretty hard to the
Yeah.
point where you guys were like, "We're going to save the shit." Choke the bird with its own
She
shit.
said that. We did not come up with that.
You're like, let's put this in a bucket.
Wait, don't say
Which
we.
I've never seen bird shit very. I mean, like bird shit's like this big.
It's just like
She's like, we'll take this shit.
She's getting ready to start collecting it and blend it.
Were you picturing that bird from that meme where he's over the bridge?
I just
He gets all over that guy.
did a spit take into my eye.
So, to do a little bit of a re-announcement, we will, within the next few weeks, be switching to streaming exclusively on YouTube Live. So, letting everyone know this now that we will be moving to YouTube Live and leaving Twitch with, we don't have an exact date, but when the new studio is finished.
Oh my god. Should we do ads to not resubscribe? And not subscribe at all?
Don't subscribe. Join our YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube.
Don't forget Twitch ever happened.
Yeah. This isn't a thing. Ignore this link. But thank you all for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with Vampire the Masquerade. And last episode was,
Oh yeah.
was a doozy.
Yeah,
so
I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be a fucking emotional roller coaster, I'm sure.
tomorrow's episode is going to be pretty exciting. So thank you all for joining us. And as always, remember to always embrace the dark.
fart.
Good night.